is this Monsieur's pushing protem? Oh, yes, it's Miss McEnders, and I was wondering who was making my wedding trousseau. Oh, Miss Salambre, can I have her address? Okay, thank you. Hannah?
Yes, Miss McEnders?
Can you tell Jace to prepare the car?
Right away, Miss McEnders.
James, we want to look up a person named Mademoiselle Salambre in the southern part of town on Arsenal Street. Mademoiselle Salambre, I suppose.
Miss McEnders, what an agreeable surprise. Would you be so kind as to take a chair? You have come to see my work? As you can see, I've already begun working on them. Oh, that's the child of my neighbors downstairs.
Mommy, Mommy!
Why did you tell me an untruth? Why do you call yourself Mademoiselle if that child is yours?
For reasons that is more easy to obtain employment. For reasons that you do not understand. Life is not all colored a rose, Miss McEnders. You don't know how life is.
I cannot remain in your simple presence any longer.
Are you okay, miss?
Yes, perfectly, James. Drive us home. Hello, is this Monsieur's push and protem? This is Miss McEnders. Please withdraw any work of mine from Miss Mademoiselle Salambre at once, finished or unfinished. Thank you.
Excuse me, miss. There's someone who wants to see you.
A person? Surely not a person at this hour.
I left her in the hall, miss, and she says her name is Miss Mademoiselle Sal.
Salambre? Oh, yes. Ask her to please kindly come in and show her the way, please. This visit of yours is very surprising, madame, and wholly useless. I suppose you realize my motive in replying your work as I've done.
Maybe I do, and maybe I don't, Miss McEnders.
You must be made to understand, madame, that there is a right way to live and there is a wrong way. We cannot defy God's will without incurring His displeasure. But in His infinite justice and mercy, He offers us forgiveness, love, and protection. It is up to us to follow His will as well as that may be, and I'm only striving to do God's will by doing this.
A most charming sermon, Miss McEnders. It seems a great pity to waste it upon such a small audience, and it grieves me I cannot express that I have no time to remain and listen to its close. I have come to inform you that I do not want your work, and that I will not even touch it with the tips of my fingers. My worldly possessions are small indeed, but not a mouthful of bread have I not earned, and my parents over yonder in France, as honest as the sunlight, and for that poor as rats. Some people might like fine houses and servants and horses and all the luxury which dishonest wealth brings. And some people just enjoy such surroundings, but as for me, no. Please let this interview end at once. Go yourself, Miss McEnders. Stand for a while out on the street and ask people passing by how your dear papa has made his money, and see what they will say. And Mr. Meredith Colt, he's really something, he really is. It would make no difference to you, Miss McEnders, to know that he is unfit to be the husband of self-respecting barmaid. Oh, you know a good deal, my dear young lady. You can preach sermons marvelously.
how he got so much money to build such a magnificent house.
You should not ask such indiscreet question, my dear young lady.
Excuse me, do you know whose house that is?
That's old McEnders' house.
Do you know where he got the money to build such a fine house?
He stole it, that's where he got it.
Only McEnders is behind the whole protecting flowers.
Why did you tell me an untruth?
Oh, I didn't see the part. Oh, that's my child. I understand. Life is not all color day rose, Miss McEnders. Life is hard, and you do not know how hard life is. Please let this interview end at once. Go yourself, Miss McEnders, out on the streets and stand there for a while and ask people passing by how your dear Papa has earned his money, and see what they will say. Oh my God, you Go.
Excuse me, do you know whose house that is?
That's old McEnders.
I knew you were gonna do that!
Action.
Excuse me, do you know whose house that is?
Oh, that's old McEnders' house.
Dude, that was really good too. Action.
Excuse me, do you know whose house that is?
But it's old McEnders' house.
Do you know where he got the money to build such a fine house?
He stole it, of course. And that's
Wait, just leave!
You should not ask such indiscreet questions.
My dear young lady, what happened? Can you explain to me why you're
We have
cracking up?
bloopers at the end of